Well, Benjamin Netanyahu also says he warned Lebanon's government that Israel would act to disarm Hezbollah on the ground if Beirut failed to do so itself. It's targeted more sites in the capital, and it says that those are associated with Hezbollah, and it's issued a new and unprecedented evacuation warning, telling all residents south of the Zahrani River to leave their homes immediately, an order which covers hundreds of thousands of people. Well, this week, our correspondent, Wira Davis, has spent time with civil defense units in the town of Nabatea, which has come under constant Israeli attack and which is now part of the new evacuation zone. Wira joins us now from Beirut. Wira.
Yeah, Clive, well, tonight Israel is intensifying its campaign and tightening its grip across much of Lebanon. Indeed, from this very position a couple of hours ago, we filmed a series of Israeli airstrikes just about 5 blocks from our hotel, right in the centre of Beirut, not one of those areas known as a Hezbollah stronghold. And I've just come back from southern Lebanon, where I visited towns and cities and spent time in Nabatea, a town that is coming under daily attack. 9 o'clock in the morning and Nabatea's civil defence units respond to the day's first airstrike. A residential building above ground floor shops. Why it was hit, Israel didn't say, but it's the first in what will be several call-outs for this team.
We know that working under these conditions is dangerous, but we are responsible for people's lives. We are a safety network for the citizens. These are our people and our community, and we must stand by to help them.
Nabatea's streets are ghostly, empty. Until tonight, this town was outside Israel's southern exclusion zone, but almost everyone has gone. The area is being pummeled by airstrikes. At the town's Nabi Berri hospital, it's a waiting game. Exhausted staff sleeping on site, ready to receive the dead, injured and the bereaved. A father's inconsolable grief. His son's body buried for days after an Israeli airstrike. Angry with the government, angry with everyone. Staff are quietly sympathetic, but it's a familiar story.
It's very aggressive and it's very intense every night. I don't know what to say. We are very tired.
We're waiting here outside the hospital, and you can hear the sound of Israeli jets in the skies above. They're waiting for airstrikes here. And of course, when the airstrikes happen, the ambulances come in. Well, we were just about to leave at the end of the day, and the 2 more massive explosions. One airstrike hit the village here, that's on the edge of Nabatea, and we are right next to the hospital. Another one in that direction over to my south. Now, there were some general evacuation warnings issued by the IDF before these airstrikes, but nothing too specific. We are, of course, in an area north of the southern evacuation zone imposed by Israel, but such is the intensity and the power of these Israeli airstrikes that many of these areas now are depopulated because the risk of staying here is just too great. But not everyone is able or willing to leave. The team find Entisar Yassin in her 4th floor apartment, frozen with fear in her wheelchair, reluctant to leave her bomb-damaged home. She's carefully carried out through the rubble and to the relative safety of hospital.
I was very scared when the strike happened. I've been living in fear and panic, and my heart keeps pounding.
Others who've stayed will surely now have to leave as Israel's campaign intensifies. The medics and civil defence teams insist they will remain. Wira Davis, BBC News, Nabatea, southern Lebanon.